Welcome to Algebra 2. This is Chapter 5.8, Polynomial Models in the Real World. In this section, we are going to fit polynomials to graphs or data points. I want to point out one principle. It's the n+1 point principle. Basically, it is saying that if you are given 2 points that perfectly fit a graph, you are going to have a line, or the equation is going to look like mx plus b. If you have 3 points, you are going to have a parabola, or an equation that has ax squared plus bx plus c. If there's 4 points, it'll be a cubic graph, which is y equals ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. If it's 5 points, it's going to be quartic. So it'll be ax to the 4th and so on. So if you notice, if it's 2 points, the degree will be 1. If it's 3 points, the degree is 2. 4 points, the degree is 3. 5 points, the degree is 4, and so on. So let's try one together. Got it, number 1 says, what polynomial function has a graph that passes through the 4 points, -2, 1, 0, 5, 2, 9, and 336. We have 4 points, so it is going to be a cubic function. So we have the equation y equals ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. In our points, we have x and y, so we're just going to plug these into our equation. So for the first one, we have -2, 1, which is our x and our y. So we have a x cubed plus b x squared plus c times x plus d equals 1. Simplify, so we have a times -8 plus b times 4 plus c times -2 plus d equals 1. And we need to do that with all points, so I'll do another one with you. Our next one, we're going to plug in 0 for x. So a times 0 cubed plus b times 0 squared plus c times 0 plus d equals 5. So our equation simplified is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus d equals 5. Do the same thing for 2 and for 9, 2, 9, and 336. Actually, I'll just do it with you so that you know what you're doing. So 2 cubed, 2 squared. So again, we're plugging in x. So in this case, our x is equal to 2 and our y is equal to 9. In the second one, we have 3 for our x, so we're going to plug that everywhere in our x location, and our y is equal to 36. So if you remember this from Chapter 4, we can simplify these equations and then plug them into a matrix. So that's what I'm going to do right now. We are going to have a 4 by 5 matrix. So we have 4 points, so we're going to have 4 rows. And we have A, B, C, D, and Y. Remember, we use our coefficients. So for the first one, our coefficients are -8, 4, -2. With D, we have a 1, and our Y is equal to 1. Our second equation, we have 0, 0, 0, 1, and 5. Our third equation, 2 cubed is 8, 2 squared is 4, 2, 1, and 9. And our last equation, 3 cubed is 27, 3 squared is 9. That should be a 3, sorry. 3, 1, and 36. All right, use your calculator to plug that into your matrix. So go to second x negative 1. Oh, let's turn it on first. Second x negative 1. Go over to edit. We're going to edit that first matrix. So plug in all your points. Once you have your points plugged in, go to second, quit. Go back to your matrix, over to math, down to RREF, and then go back and select the matrix that you edited. Press enter. And we have our answers along the side. So our A is equal to negative 2.5. Our B is equal to 0. Our C is equal to 12. And our D is equal to 5. So we plug that into our equation. AX cubed plus BX squared plus CX plus D equals Y. So negative 2.5 x cubed plus 0x squared plus 12x plus 5 equals y. Simplify, so we don't need that 0 in there, so negative 2.5 x cubed plus 12x plus 5 equals y. And that's our equation that fits those 4 points. In problem 2, we're given a set of data points. In 1955, milk production was at 16.5 billions of pounds. 1980 it was at 22.4. In 2005 it was at 22.9. The question asks what linear model best fits this data. So we need to plug this into our calculator. Go to stat. Press enter on edit and you are given L1 and L2. Let's do that together. So stat, edit. Now we have our L1 and L2. Clear out what you have in there and plug in your data points. In this example, we use 55 instead of 1955, so we're doing years after 1900. So we have 55, 80, 105, and then we plug in our y's. Then go back to stat, go over to calculate, and we're looking for the linear regression because we want a line. L1 is my x and L2 is my y, so we're good there. Go down to calculate, and it gives you your A and your B. So A is equal to 0.128. So we have 0.128x plus 10.36. So we know that we got it right because this is what the book says we have. In Got It number 2, it says use that linear model to estimate milk production in 1995. So remember, for years, we aren't going to use 1995. We're going to use 95. So y equals 0.128 times 95 plus 1036. Plug that into your calculator, and we get an answer of 22.52. Remember, that's billions of pounds for milk production. We're going to skip Got It number 3, simply because we talked about that before. 4 data points given, we're going to use a cubic function, and that's because of the n+1 point rule. So it's just something to remember. You don't have to explain it on Got It number 3. Some math terms to note is extrapolation and interpolation. Extrapolation means outside of the data points. So if you have, for example, like in our last example, we had 1955 to, what was it, 2005? Extrapolation would be outside the data points. So if we put in the year 2010, or if we put in the year 1940. Interpolation means inside the data. So, for example, in the last, with the milk production, we had 1955, 1980, and 2005. So interpolation would be if we plugged in like 1972. Okay, that's inside the range of 1955 to 2005, but it wasn't given to us. Interpolation is more reliable than extrapolation. There really isn't much you have to do in problem 4, but I want to point it out quickly. So these are the points that we were given. And this is years and pounds of cheese consumed per person. So they plugged it into the calculator. Remember, you go to stat, edit, and plug it in. L1 will be your X and L2 is your Y. Then you graph the points, and these are what the points look like. So you can tell it's not a line. It doesn't fit a line. And it doesn't even really fit a parabola because these points are going down here. So it doesn't really fit a parabola either. So they thought cubic, and you can tell that the cubic graph matches quite well. It actually matches really well. There's this thing called R2. When R2 is close to 1, it means that it's a really good fit. So anyways, using that cubic regression, they got an equation of all that. Got it number 4. Instead of using cubic regression, they want you to use a linear regression model. Well, I did that for you because it's a lot of data points to plug in, and we're running out of time. So the linear regression model that you get, you plug in those points, is the following. Now we can tell from the graph that those points do not fit the linear regression model. It does not fit a line at all. All right, so we know that's not going to work. But we kind of want to practice interpolation and extrapolation. So in B, we are going to plug in 80 for X because they want 1980, 2000, so we're going to use 100 because we're using years after 1900. We're going to use 112. Number 80 is an interpolation, and 100 is inter because it's within the range of, what did we use, 1910 and 2001. And 112 is extrapolation. It's outside the data. All right, so we're going to plug these into the cubic and into the linear models. All right, so if we plug in 80 for X on our cubic regression model, notice that I have plugged them into the equation. Plug it into your calculator, and you get an answer of 12.7. In the linear model, if you were to plug 80 into the linear regression, you get an answer of 17.7. So if we look at so we did, what did we do, 1980? Yeah. So we did 1980, so that should be somewhere close to 1975. Our cubic regression is much closer to our answer than what our linear regression is, 12.7. That matches up pretty well with what 1975 says, right? 17 is a little bit too high. So let's do 100, or what is it, 2000. So 100 for X. So instead of 80, we plug in 100 and solve. When we plug in 100 into our cubic, we get 29.5. Into our linear is 23.1. If we go back to our table, because remember this is interpolation, our cubic matches up really nicely to the 30, and our linear is way off. So the next one is 2012, which for these data points is extrapolation because we stopped at 2001. So if we plug in 112 into our data points, remember this is extrapolation, so this is a guess, and it isn't going to be as accurate as the other ones. If we plug this in, we get 46.3 and 26.3. So you can tell within the whole thing, cubic was way better. All right, and that's